We're talking with Jon Vander Pol. He's a writer, director, producer of Exported from Michigan. It's one of 5 documentaries entered in the new film competition that's part of ArtPrize this year called ArtPrize OnScreen. The film is going to play this Sunday morning at 10:30 at the Ladies Literary Club on Sheldon Boulevard. How you doing, Jon?
I'm doing real well. Thanks for the interview.
Hey, you're welcome. Thanks for joining us. So Jon, you grew up in Grand Rapids. You're off to Denver. What is it that sticks with you about Grand Rapids in Michigan that inspires you to make this film?
When I was 18 years old, 18, 19, I just, had to get out and see the world and ended up out west. And while I do love the Southwest, I always, still have a fond place in my heart for Michigan. And I was looking for a subject to do a movie on. And I had some that were more intellectual concepts, I guess you could say, but they were kind of missing the heart, So when I came upon the idea of doing a story about Michigan's economic recovery, it seemed to have all the elements, the head, the mind, and the heart. So it was the perfect combination.
And this film has been in some other film festivals. I mean, it's done well. The Beverly Hills Film Festival, you got the Audience Choice winner, success at other film festivals. What is it that people connect with?
Well, one thing I've heard several times is that it's positive. It's authentic. It's uplifting. So many documentaries, are all about social ills and things that are wrong with the world. Those are, there's definitely a place for that. Obviously, exposing things that need to be corrected. There's absolutely a place for that in documentary film, no doubt. But a positive, uplifting film that's about people working together to overcome problems is a breath of fresh air in some way, I think.
Yeah, that's definitely the theme, cooperation and people working together across all sorts of different fields of food and technology and the evolution of the auto industry. Right here in Grand Rapids, we've seen the beer industry. And another theme is innovation. What do you do to inspire that innovation?
Well, I think that an education that includes both the art and the sciences and getting kids who are inclined to one or the other to get involved in a more well-rounded liberal arts education is key. Specialization is great. There's no doubt that that's important too. But even for people who are specialized, it's good to have an awareness of the larger picture that helps in your specializations. I made a point right from the start to include both local business and engineering, big business, because they're all important.
One of the specific innovations or changes that was talked about in the film is permaculture versus kind of the traditional way agriculture has worked. Can you explain a little bit about what that is and how that ties into the bigger picture?
Yeah, permaculture is more of an ecosystem-based way of looking at growing food and food production. So instead of isolating a single item, just row and row of perfectly planted straight on the line corn and tomatoes and all that stuff, it's more of working as a little more holistic system. So you have several different plants and vegetables, as well as some livestock, all contributing and working together. For example, if you have chickens, they can eat a lot of the fruit and vegetables that fall to the ground that aren't going to be eatable by humans, but still perfectly good nutrition, and things like that. So it's looking at a farm more as an ecosystem as opposed to a linear solution to a problem.
That can kind of tie into other businesses outside of agriculture, too. There was a guy in the film who talked about the triple bottom line: people, planet, and profit. Is it realistic for every business, though, to be able to put that profit idea last? Is there a balance in there somewhere?
Yeah, I wouldn't say profit is last. I would say it's important to address all three. Clearly, we have a need to support ourselves and our families. There's obviously a lot of nobility in work, not to disregard the planet and the people who are helping you achieve your goals. A big theme of the movie is not just overcoming economic challenges, but also environmental challenges, and that is really where it relates to people everywhere. I think in the next decade, we've got some major hurdles to overcome, and I think working together, we can get there. And another little tagline I kind of came up with along the way of making this film is solutions developed anywhere can benefit people everywhere. So if people in Michigan are creating hybrid electric cars and innovating in wind and solar, can benefit people in California and all over the world, and vice versa. Making innovative leaps in other places helps Michigan.
What else do you want people to take away from this film?
Well, I'd like people to be inspired. Everybody has gifts and talents to bring to the table, and sometimes it just helps to see what other people are doing to be inspired to get something going for yourself. So, again, we have local business, we have big business, It's pragmatic, solution-based. It's not, we're not chasing around big business with a pitchfork or something, blaming all ills on them. We're all in this together, and it's about working together, being inspired, and creating something new.
Have you experienced ArtPrize before?
I've been at least 2 or 3 times in the past. It's in the film, and it's a wonderful event. I'm very excited and honored to be a part of it, and I've definitely taken it in before, and I'm excited to take it in this year. I will be in Grand Rapids for pretty much the entire event this year. So the film festival, I want to point out, is just that opening weekend. It all takes place Friday, Saturday, Sunday, September 25, 26, and 27. Voting for the films and that part of ArtPrize does close at 9 p.m. Sunday night. My film screens 10:30 a.m. At the Ladies Literary Club Sunday, September 27, and the voting for all the film stuff ends that evening. So I very much I'll be there, and I would love to have a good crowd, enthusiastic crowd of folks come out, and happy to do any kind of Q&A and talk to folks, and I'll be around. I'm very excited for the opportunity.
Best of luck. I think it's great to see film really becoming a bigger part of ArtPrize, and I see this growing in the future, and wish you the best of luck this weekend.
Thank you very much, Matt.